Dr. Anthony Fauci has been again under intense scrutiny, y'all, over the statements he made regarding COVID-19 NIH funding.
Republicans are furious today that Dr. Anthony Fauci testified and pled the fifth repeatedly under oath in front of the United States Senate, in front of Rand Paul's committee. Some Republican senators on that committee are saying that Anthony Fauci has things to hide because he's pleading the fifth. This is Josh Hawley saying, quote, "No honest person pleads the fifth." This is a Newsmax contributor saying, "Pleading the fifth. What a total absolute POS." I started this video with this behind me because Donald Trump actually invoked the Fifth Amendment nearly 450 times in the New York Attorney General's civil probe of his business practices. And if Josh Hawley is consistent, that would mean that the Republican senator from Missouri does not believe that the president is an honest person. And if Rob Schmidt is consistent, that would mean that the president is a total, quote, POS. But I can tell you neither of them believe that. See, pleading the fifth doesn't mean that you actually did anything incriminating. It's your right against self-incrimination. It's a right every single American holds, whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, or an independent. And it's a right that Dr. Fauci today asserted, that Donald Trump has previously asserted, that numerous witnesses have asserted for various reasons. For example, today, Dr. Fauci asserted it to avoid a perjury trap that Rand Paul and others on the committee wanted to set. In some cases, people plead the fifth to avoid incriminating themselves by having to answer questions about incriminating conduct. In other cases, like this one, it can be done to avoid a possible trap. And I think an important reminder that a lot of people need to know, pleading the fifth does not mean you committed a crime. It doesn't mean you're hiding that you committed a crime. It just means that you're asserting a constitutional right, the right against self-incrimination. Follow for more. Republicans.
And though he's right about that, there's been a lot brought out pointing towards the reasons why he actually pled the fifth. And that's what we're going to examine.
See how easy it is for people to lie right in your face and then turn right around and plead the fifth 111 times. Dr. Fauci got on that stand yesterday and plead the fifth over 100 times.
Well, nothing says honesty like taking the fifth, huh, Doc? Let's try something. What day of the week is it today?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
This is the same person that was pushing that product, and you know what product I'm talking about, that most people took out of fear. Then he got on the stand and couldn't even tell people what they wanted to hear since 2020. Now let's go back a little bit. You had people going around from door to door. You had them making commercials. You had them telling you they'll pay you to take that product. I remember Mayor de Blasio on TV saying that if you come get that product, they'll give you a hamburger. They'll give you chicken, because they knew for a fact that that product would remedy what was going on in 2020. Now let's fast forward. They released Anthony Fauci's diary. And in that diary, he wrote that the seafood market wasn't the source of that virus. And he also recorded scientists saying that that virus appeared engineered. We also had to find out in that same diary, when he took that Moderna product, he acquired a blood clot in his lung. And that information we know he kept from the public. Well, until now. And how he got around that, he received elite treatment. Then I want you to look what the White House tweeted. There you go. And you can go to the website. They said it's the
Wow. So let's read this. The White House tweeted, after a 2-year investigation, the House COVID subcommittee's final report finds COVID-19 most likely originated from a Wuhan lab. 64 billion was lost to PPP fraud. School closures went back by science and vaccines. The world. Now, this is from the White House. It says the world does not regard this every ish in business and politics. So listen, all of that is a lie. At this point, it is known that Fauci actually had to get advanced treatment to clear blood clots after he got the jab. That information is now public. This is something he's been trying to hide. So we trusted him with the science. And unbeknownst to him, the science was tested and it failed. It failed. But he allowed it out of negligence, out of pure greed, allowed aunties, grandmas, sisters, cousins, brothers, all of them to go ahead and take it anyway. That's the situation.